Hi, I'm going to share the pros and cons of living in Mesa, Arizona with you. If you're thinking about moving to Mesa, Arizona, I want to give you the real information, not a glossy brochure, not what you think you want to hear. I'm Melissa Bailey, a real estate agent here in the East Valley, and I have lived in this city a long time. I was raised here, I went to high school here, and then I've been back for the last 3 years. And I want to make sure that you know everything there is to know about Mesa from someone who's a part of it. Mesa is the third largest city in Arizona with over 500,000 people, and it's growing. It's not a suburb pretending to be a city. It's a full city with its own identity and its own culture, and yes, its own quirks. So here are the pros and cons of calling Mesa home. The first pro is the outdoor access. It's unreal. I'm a hiker and I paddleboard, so I'm a little biased, but I will stand behind this one completely 10 toes down all day, every day. It's near the Tonto National Forest and the Superstition Mountains, so there are trails for hiking, biking, and camping. Usery Mountain, and it's a park, is one of my favorite places. There's over 33 trails there. Salt River is there for tubing, hiking, and kayaking. And then the Saguaro Lake is close if you want to just go be on the water. If you love being outside, Mesa can deliver. You don't have a far ride to be in the lifestyle of being outdoors, and it's part of what I love about living here every day. The second pro is being part of a metropolitan area. Compared to most cities for its size, Mesa still holds its value well. The median home price sits around $477,000, and average rent for a one-bedroom is about $1,385 a month. When you stack that up against other cities and what you'd pay in Denver, Austin, Phoenix, anywhere in California or on one of the coasts, Mesa looks really attractive. Groceries and healthcare costs both come in below the national average. I love this, and it matters a lot day to day to people. So pro number 3, and this I love, the job market. It's a big one that people don't always associate with Mesa. Mesa has major employers across aerospace, education, technology, healthcare, including companies like Boeing, Banner Health, and with ASU's Polytechnic campus located right here in the East Valley, the knowledge economy is only getting bigger. This is not just a bedroom community anymore. People are building real careers here. So pro number 4 is the weather. 9 months out of the year, it's amazing. Okay, and we can be honest, those 3 months, they're really tough. Mesa gets over 300 days of sunshine though. Imagine waking up and watching the sun just rise October through April. The weather's genuinely some of the best you'll find anywhere in the country. We have mild days, cool evenings. I love to go sit out by my pool and let my dogs run around and work a little bit outside. So for someone like me who's always on a trail, it matters that the weather is great and I have to adjust my start times. Number 5, the culture is better than people think here in Mesa. And this is one that surprises a lot of people. The Mesa Arts Center is the largest comprehensive arts campus in the entire state. It has performances, exhibitions, educational programs, and it happens year-round. Downtown Mesa has a real energy right now. I'm loving the revitalization that they did with the restaurants, bakeries, local small businesses, and it's got a real personality that's all its own. It's not Scottsdale, and it doesn't try to be, and that's actually what I love about it. and it has some of my favorite restaurants there. Okay, now for the cons. The summers are no joke. From June through maybe September, depending on what the weather's like, it could be 110 or more outdoors. So you have to structure your outdoor activities. I paddleboard either early in the morning at 6 a.m. or later in the evenings during these times. And so you just learn to plan around it. You stay inside midday, or you go from your air-conditioned house to your air-conditioned car, or it's a great time to travel and go somewhere cooler and explore northern Arizona, like Show Low or Heber, Snowflake, Payson, Prescott. Those are all great trips that you can take to stay cool. Con number 2 is that you need a car. We don't have a high transit score here in Mesa. We do have a light rail that connects us to Phoenix, but the coverage is limited, so that getting around without a car could be difficult for most people. If you're coming from a city where you walked or took the train or the subway, that shift takes some time getting used to. The good news is that the road grid is logical, and Mesa has solid bike lanes and trails, and daily life is easy to plan around driving. Con number 3, traffic, especially in the winter, because we get winter visitors that everybody calls snowbirds, and the snowbirds flock to the valley for the great weather to get out of the snow. So you'll notice that the freeways during rush hour can be genuinely frustrating, and if you're commuting across the metro at that time can add up, but it's manageable. Con number 4, the desert has roommates. This one I always tell clients up front. Living in the desert means sharing space with scorpions, black widows, and the occasional snake. It's just part of desert life. It's not as scary as you make it sound. Make sure you keep your shoes on, make sure you keep your yard tidy, and get regular pest control at your house, and you'll be able to avoid it mostly. But if that's a deal breaker for you, we can get you in one of the more urban areas and away from the desert areas where those critters are gonna be. So here's the bottom line. Mesa is a really good place to live. I love it here, and I keep coming back even after living in other states. The lifestyle, the access to nature, the community, the value, it all adds up in a way that keeps people here for decades. I constantly talk to people that are like, I moved to Mesa in the 80s. I moved to the East Valley in the 70s, and they just never want to leave. And I get it. I understand completely. So if you're seriously considering a move to Mesa or anywhere in the East Valley, I'm your girl. I can help you. I know all of the little areas and what it's like to actually live here, so I can walk you through it. You can comment Mesa in the comments, or you can text me and I can set up a search that shows you homes that meet your criteria. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you'd like to see more, make sure you like and subscribe.